Gigafactory is set to grow again. Model X Falcon Wing Doors receive an update, and we have some Rogue Model 3 prototype pictures. Here are your Tesla tidbits for June 23rd, 2016. Electrek and Inverse both have stories related to the new expansion of the Gigafactory. Electrek has picked up a couple of permits from BuildZoom showing their expansion plans. The plans show Tesla plans to spend $63 million to expand Section D into E. But that's not all they found. $53 million more is being poured into what's called, quote, battery cell manufacturing equipment, end quote. Sounds pretty obvious what that is. That's scheduled to be complete by July 20th, meaning that it could be complete by the grand opening on July 29th. Maybe you guys that have the tickets to the grand opening will get to see something pretty cool. But Inverse has more juicy details. Thus far, Tesla has spent a total of $322.6 million on the project, and they aren't contracting this work. They're acting as their own contractor. Each section has its own foundation, which protects the structure from earthquakes. And as I mentioned before, they donated a fire engine to the county, who didn't have one that could put out a fire on that massive building. In addition, the property itself has its own fire command center. The water tank on the property, which we don't know if that's used for fire or if that's just for general factory operating purposes, holds 1.5 million gallons, more than 2 Olympic swimming pools. And then lastly, and this is just kind of a funny, the guard shack alone, $50,000. This expansion is set to be complete before the end of the year. Teslarati reports that the Falcon Wing Doors on the Model X have received an update. Update 2.24.78 for firmware 7.1 now limits how high the doors and rear liftgate will open when there is low clearance detected. Adding on to the ability to set a permanent setting for the door height, the vehicle can now save settings by location as well, much in the way that the air suspension works in automatically adjusting ride height based on GPS. And then lastly, Reddit user Elsker Tesla, try saying that 3 times fast, posts some pictures of the matte black Model 3 prototype to Imager. The pictures give a pretty good look at that beautiful center screen on the interior, a decent look at the trunk opening, and a shot of the car from 3/4 rear with the trunk closed. Tesla is definitely getting their mileage out of this prototype. Links to all the full stories from today's episode can be found in the description of the show. If you like what you hear every day, please consider supporting the podcast at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. If you don't have any cash, no worries. Show your support with positive reviews, likes, and subscriptions on your favorite media services. If you have questions or feedback for me, you can hit me up via email by messaging podcast@TeslaTidbits.com, or for shorter form feedback, you can hit me on Twitter at TeslaTidbits. That's it for today. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Until then, charge it up and hit the road.